Hey YouTube, it's a Zx6R mechanic, and today I will be winterizing my bike. I just got registered yesterday, so I don't really need to keep it in running shape over the winter. So, if you want to do it the way I'm going to do it, one thing you'll need is stable. It's a fuel stabilizer. It also helps with restarting the bike. You need a battery tender, something that has float mode, because a lot of these things will just, once they charge the battery up to full, it'll cut off and it'll stay off. You want one that'll just keep maintaining it. So I got this one at Walmart, I think, for like 20 bucks. And then the other thing you'll need is your stands. You don't have to, but this helps with the tires not getting any flat spots. So, alright, so before you use the stable, you're going to want to fill up your gas tank pretty much all the way. This says 98%, but you know, on a bike you can't really judge at 98%. Because you don't want any of the gas tank to be exposed, because then it could get corroded. So as long as it's under gasoline or whatever, it won't corrode. So what you're gonna do, come over to the bike. It's pretty simple. So get the bottle, and it says on here, you just read the directions. It's pretty easy. But for 2.5 gallons, it needs 30 milliliters. So this is 4.5. So you might as well use 60 milliliters. So the way you measure it, so you have this bottle. Take this cap off. If you can get it, sometimes they're hard. And then you'll see here, I can't see on the camera. Well, there's increments here. They have, maybe you can see it. Well, anyways, it has like levels. So what you do is you squeeze the bottle, and once you get to the level, let it go down. Make sure you're at that level. Then come over to the tank and just pour it in. And then, so I'll have to do that with this 4 times, so 3 more of these little half ounces. So now let's put the fuel stabilizer in the gas tank. It needs to mix. So you're just gonna, what I do is I get on it and then hold on to the front brake and just push the suspension down, and you can hear the gas kind of mixing around. And then that's what I need to do. Alright, so the next step is removing the battery. So for this step, just removing the trim panels, you're going to need a 4 and a 5 hex key Allen wrench. So I'll start these up. 4 is this one, and the other 2 are 5s. And then once you have those out, it's pretty easy. You just take this tail part right here, and then you just kind of pull out all the little tabs. Alright, and then we're going to go to the other side. And remove this one. This one's also a 4. So let me just get it around here. And this one just has this one bolt on it. Sorry I'm going so slow. It's like 20 degrees in my garage. Alright. And then that's that. This one's smaller than the other side. Okay, in this step we'll be removing the seat, and there's two 4mm hex key bolts. One's on this side, and then the one's on the other side. Let's go there. Alright, and then once you have those off, what we're going to do is we'll lift the seat up and then out like that, so it hooks down in here with this tab. So yeah, that's the battery, and the next step we'll be removing. Alright, so when you get the battery, you're going to need to remove this strap. It's got this metal bar on it, and there's like a little hook under here which it hooks down to. So what you're going to do is take your pliers, grab onto a part of it, push down, and then once you know that it's past the hook, pull it out and then pull it back up. And then that'll just leave that out. Then you come over, you remove the rubber boot. Just do one at a time because you don't want to shock yourself. Or, you know, if you touch metal to both of it, you know, it will hurt you. It will melt stuff too. And then, you know, you can hand take it out, keep this bolt, and then cover it back up just for safety reasons. And then come over to the positive. There's another way. If you have that one kit that I have, it has those alligator clamps, but I didn't feel like trusting those clamps to stay for months at a time while I go back to school. And I know my mom would have the slightest idea of what to do. So I'm gonna ease this thing out, and there it is. There's the battery, and I'll show you what to do with the next step. Like I said earlier, you could just clamp these on, but I don't really trust those. Or you could even keep the thing in the bike and hook these two up to it without pulling the battery out. Probably wouldn't be easier, but you know, this way, I don't know, I just like this way better. So what you're going to do is keep the bolts like I said, and then you're going to come over here. And then just tighten them in. And there you go. You'll see here, it's got all the things on. I can't really see, but see here are the lights. Yeah, I'll cover the sun. Lights. That yellow means it's charging, and when it comes down to here, it'll have a green thing, which means it's fully charged. But it won't stop charging. So that's the one you kind of want to get. And make sure when you put these on, red's positive, there's a little plus there, black's negative, a little negative there. You can't mess up the connection here. So that is how you take your battery out and put it on a tender. Alright, so this is the third and final step, is to get it up on stands. See, the wheels are off the ground. A lot of people get this concept kind of confused. It's not to help out the suspension, because you're lifting on the swing arm and on the front fork, so the springs are still as they would be. Maybe if you had a triple tree adapter, that would help out the front spring, or if you had a special stand that lifts on the frame and not the swing arm, then you could help out the rear spring. This is just to get the tires off the ground. so there's no flat spots. If you don't have stands, you can just move your bike around like every 2 weeks or something. Make sure it's on a different spot of the tire. That's what I would do at least, but I did get these stands, so I'm just going to use them. Alright, so Zx6R signing out.